Your sword is your ability to create like a master or self mastery. Your sword is your truth. Your sword is your power. Your sword is your ability to discern between two things. Your sword is your way of starting anew. You've taken a deep dive in, and now it's inevitable. Okay? You've taken a deep dive as a media maven or embraced your catalyst, your inner catalyst, introducing other people to infinite possibilities because you have a unique way of igniting the passion and purpose within them. Some of y'all doing it through the journals that you're creating. Some of you are working through mass media to connect all people with the universal truth. Some of y'all are keepers of justice. I was gonna say carry the axe. Okay, what? But this is you. I'm seeing Lady Liberty and Lady Justice, and also the blindfold. The is that just yes, Libra scales. You got it. But you're keeping laws and regulations of our world so that the universal order may prevail. I feel like there's a strong humanitarian vibe there. Oneness for all, equality and justice for all. No one left behind, no child left behind, that kind of thing. When one hurts, we all hurt. This is you taking the deep dive, and now where you are headed, it's inevitable. Success is inevitable, yes, but where you're headed, it's like the destiny is inevitable. Some of you will be in public service as public servants, politics, but not politician, but politics. There's a message right even there. There's a way you can politic something. You are a diplomat, but you are giving structure and form, so that people can have a place to work, a place to live, a place to play. And when I say a place to work, I mean like a sanctuary. You are helping architect a new world where play is work. Okay, work is play. Things that used to be toil and labor is now going to become clearer about their purpose, or their purposes are going to become clearer. It's like what we thought was something that was, mm-mm. What we thought was something that was, something that we couldn't have. I feel like we are seeing that it's something that we absolutely can have, something that we can absolutely um, take hold of, the emperor, because we are calling our own shots. And this is somebody who's taken control of their lives and deciding, I can't stay like this. And you made big changes. You stepped away from, structure and authority, limitations, or whatever. But here you are, seeing that there is oneness. You have found the oneness. This message is for those of you who've taken a deep dive into yourselves and into your darkness, into your fears, phobias, that manifested themselves as blockages, mental blockages, physical ailments that came, that were the result of stinking thinking, I could say, but there is only light. I want to read directly from the Secret Language of Light Oracle deck, this message that talks about darkness just being the absence of light. That's all darkness is. It's the absence of light. So the message is card number 30. So threes may be significant. Even zero might be significant for you, or circles. You resonate with circles, diameters, radius. Geometry might be your thing, sacred geometry, as well as you could be a if that's you, sacred geometry, you're a geometry teacher, geometry is your favorite subject. If that is you, go in the chat and let us know that you're here. I'm here, it's me. You know what I'm saying? Confirm the message. Thank you for that. Love that. You know how comment sections are. It's just you see yourself in there. You find that commonality, and it's very encouraging. So the message is light. Light is sought after, and it's extraordinary. We seek clarity of light, which is the lightness of being, in light bulb moments. Even light bypass the analytical mind and takes us straight into loving wisdom. It is time for you to step into your shining light. Be illuminated. Let the light in. Today is the day to release any disturbances in your energy. You've taken that deep dive. Now it's inevitable. You have cut away what you needed to cut away. And for some of you, the big message was cutting away people, right? People, places, things, anything that disturb your energy. Okay. And the new order that you have created because of that is that openness to trust people, because people are coming back now. You feel it, you know it, and it's probably some of you guys are getting an influx. And based on the way you view it, based on the way your perspective lies, perspective lies. Based on where your perspective, you could think it's something, beneficial or something not so beneficial. But this is you making the judgment. This is you setting your own rules and your own order. Okay, this is you knowing how you're going to govern yourself. Either you will or you won't. You make the decisions now without so much hesitation or definitely no confusion, because you recognize that darkness is just an absence of light. And for many of you, you have learned to shine your light within your darkness. You've gotten to know yourself. So people are coming in, and they're coming in to support and strengthen you in everything that you do. And if you have been wrestling with being able to receive a blessing or a kind word, a compliment, a helping hand, this message is quadruply amplified for you. The number 4 is significant here. But if number 4 has been just hounding you, please put that in the chat and let us see who you are. It confirms the message. We appreciate you. Thank you for doing that. That's good energy. That's good energy in that chat. Release all that is stopping happiness from flowing into your world, because happiness will come naturally unless you do something to prevent it from happening. Well, you've taken that deep dive in. Now it's inevitable. Everything that could prevent you from feeling that happiness or being able to at least navigate your way back to your happy space, you have faced everything. You've done the work. And when I say work, when I tell you I use work looser than somebody's belt that's on Ozempic, what? But I'm saying I use that word loosely, because this is not about anything other than you feeling good. This is not about judging anything. You have been in the depths and you've decided it just serves you better to just see it for what it is. Continuing on until you realize this, which means releasing everything that's stopping happiness from flowing into your world, it will appear before you, but it seems too easy. But it is truly that simple. And if you don't think it's that simple, you will remain connected to the belief that struggle is required. And maybe it's even more respected than just relaxing. We often take the belief that if we struggle, other people will think more of us, or we will appreciate what we've strived and struggled for more. And hear my heart, if that is a belief system that you carrying, well, you're not really here. But maybe your cousin is sitting next to you and they're kind of listening in on the message, because I'm definitely going to speak to it, because I feel that door open. Wait a minute. If of course I believe that if I work hard at something, it's gonna pay off for me. And listen, two things can be true at once. You're gonna hear me say that so many times. However, there is another layer to this thing. There are levels to this, Naaman. And so why not? Just for fun, because you've been doing what you've been doing this long, and you know the results. So I don't have to talk about it. Because you're living it. And that's the whole point of it. Living it and feeling it, and then finding what feels real good more times than you find what does not feel good. That's the whole secret. That's code right there, baby. Because when you go against your soul, you move away from your brightness. And this is about realizing that there is only light. So try to shift. Not try, do shift. Play the game with yourself. Don't try to play the games with others. Don't try to play others. Just play the game with yourself. Go within. That's for those of you who, I just needed to touch that, but let's go back to those of you who have gone within and you have taken that deep dive in, and you are orchestrating and becoming the architect of your life. What you want, what you have been building is inevitable. The message really, really is that because you realize that there is only light, okay? That the darkness is just a sign that it's time to feel your way back into your heart and soul. It feels good to feel good. And one of my favorite messengers, oracles say, to feel good is to feel God. You know what I'm saying? To feel good is to feel God. And my darling, you are finding the divine in you, and your light is shining bright. So if there's something you need to let go of, you have no problem letting go of it. You have no problem. And this is as easy as breathing in and out. All right. Go through your clothes and your shoes and let go of anything that you have not worn for a few years, or anything that does not just make you go, I look good in that. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. If not getting rid of it, watch this. Try this. Remember, if you look at things differently, you'll see different things, right? Look at it and restyle it, retool it, put it with something that you don't think would normally go with it. The word juxtaposition is going to be swirling about in your belly now that you've heard it. You've heard it now. It's gonna sit there where something can happen. But that's a whole thing, juxtaposition. That's about putting things. I believe this is gonna be my definition, but and I know I'll get pretty close. But what I'm feeling is putting things that don't normally go together. That's another thing. Synergy is coming through. But or in dynamics, dynamics is also having some sort of say here, because it's like dynamics mean putting things that don't normally go together, because when that happens, when those opposites attract, or these things that don't normally work together actually work together, it creates some sort of momentum, some sort of drive, some sort of energy, some sort of experience. Okay, so juxtaposition is like that. Something that was up is now down, and something that's now down is up, or it's even something that you thought was the head is really the tail, or was the tail is really the head, or something along those lines. Okay, and doing this though has created such an opening. I feel like some of you did go through something that you would call a void, like nothing was happening. That's because you were in the proverbial soup. But now you see things for what they are, and you realize that there is only light. And so you're opening up to a greater trust, and those people that are coming in that you are going to work with will actually be there to support and strengthen you. Seriously. And this is actually experiencing a simpatico. This is actually experiencing community. This is actually experiencing movement that is productive and exciting and beneficial and all those kind of things. So that's a message that's coming through. One more card. I feel like a lot of numbers want to come through with this 12:45 on the clock, as I'm saying this 53, 93, 83, 23. But numbers with this. You've taken the deep dive now. It is inevitable. 17:17 I just saw, but 10:10, here it is. Growth. Spiritual awareness is opening you to all that you are ready to see. Your destiny is being fulfilled, so keep your intentions pure with your eyes looking ahead, and you will continue to increase the growth that is here. Okay? You're here. Put it in chat. Let us see you. If you know that you are here, you've taken the deep dive. Now the things that you want is inevitable, right? Come on, what is a deep dive? What is it? Self-reflection. Why is this coming up? I told y'all, when other people creep in and get on the message, it's okay. We welcome you here, because we're all trying to grow. So if you find yourself here going, I don't feel like I'm there yet, we had to stop the train again, slow the train down a little bit, and pick you up. Literally, here's a pick me up. Because when you hear something, you're like, oh, that gives me clarity. That's a beautiful thing, and that's what we're here for. All right, ain't no gatekeeping around here. Come on, child. Time has come to rely on your knowledge. Self-reliance is what's on the board. 1717, 666 is also on the board. But you have an important soul mission and life purpose. So leaning on your inner strength will allow more of your path to unfold ahead. So those of you who are here saying, I know I'm supposed to do something, I know I need to take a deep dive, but I haven't. That's what do it. Lean on your inner strength. You can do it. When you take leadership of your life, then it brings a flow of good fortune. But you can only do this when you allow yourself that time for reflection. Those of you who are getting this message, you know that you've done that. You're like, I am reflected out, even though your truth is, you know there's more to discover yourself, but you know that at this point, because you know that you've taken the leap. You're like, I have reflected, and this is why I can see where my inner shifts are needed. I've done the shifting, and it's so I've looked at my beliefs, and so now I focus on what serves my highest good. And Those are people coming around you that have done the same thing. All right, that's what y'all been doing, and that when they were falling away, it's because they weren't focused on their highest good. That's why you called it, shadow. That's why it was so what it was. We don't have to delineate or give an example of everything that was. We know what we went through because this is about receiving the transformation, the transformative energy that's asking you to take notice of where that you hold in your hands the power. Okay, take notice where you hold the power. Oh, shalati, that's a whole nother message. Take notice where you hold the power. Some of y'all are feeling that all up in your. Why did I just hear rump roast? Okay, but it does feel very root chakra. It feels very root, very base. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you feel it there, and that's where you've been holding those things. I'm hearing bowels. I release what I no longer need to carry. I'm just hearing let your body show you. Your body's showing you the mechanics of it. Yeah, but you take it in and it goes out. Okay, that's best. Whoo, that was so to the point. But you're opening your eyes to the transformative energy that you carry. And because of that, whatever this is that you created, first of all, it's great. The second thing is it's inevitable, right? I guess I should say congratulations. Yeah. Anyway, I am so glad that I met you in this lifetime. Peace.